Freedom from choice, what you really want? Mapping the creator economy, and Psy is back. Welcome to the Unlimited Supply Podcast, your daily music business TLDR in your ear, powered by a punishing amount of TikTok scrolling and trolling, and brought to you by Notice, helping music technology and finance companies navigate the music industry, and partnered with Digital Music News. It's January 14th, 2026. I'm Lars Murray. It's Viral Wednesday, but before we go viral, ordinarily, I'd wait for Finance Friday to report this one, but it's a bit of a slow news day, and there's plenty of financial stuff going on this week to fill up Finance Friday, even if nothing else happens this week. Billboard and the independent music finance company Duetti have jointly developed a twice-yearly State of the Catalog Investment Report. Among other things, that report will attempt to faithfully and accurately track catalog valuations, slicing and dicing them by everything from genre to relative age of the catalog, and it will attempt to track trends in catalog valuations. According to the report, the average catalog is valued right now at about a 9x multiple on yearly earnings. But that's a peanut butter spread covering everything from the most disposable one-hit wonder of the year to, say, Prince. Now, surveys that are based on interviews are always a little sus to me, but it's a relatively small sector in terms of how many players there are in the space. So in this case, maybe a narrower or deeper dive makes sense. Elizabeth Dilts Marshall did the intro article over at Billboard. All right, let's get viral. If over the past few years you felt like you're losing control of your Instagram feed, well, Instagram has been subtly and not so subtly steering users away from community content toward algorithmically driven content, specifically Reels, in its effort to stay competitive with TikTok. Perhaps due to customer frustration, it's now rolled out its so-called algorithm control option, very deep in your settings, that will allow you to tweak your own algo actively rather than passively. This should be kind of a big deal, moving back in the direction of customer control. On the other hand, it's not clear that users will either want or use the feature. As Devo said, freedom from choice is what you want. Maybe not this time, though. Regardless of what you think, this being Meta, I imagine this development occurred right at the point where advertising optimization ran into user burnout and backlash. Whatever the motivation, feels like perhaps the first ever instance of de-enshittifcation. Will it start a trend? Will it flame out? Only time will tell. What it is unlikely to do is prove anything more than a speed bump for the rapid expansion of algorithmic discovery and the exploding creator economy that's feeding it. If you want to get a sense of just how explosive that creator economy really is, head over to LinkedIn and check out the very long post from Chris Erwin of Rockwater Industries. Chris lays out a comprehensive snapshot of the creator economy as it exists now and as it looks to expand in 2026. There's way too much to summarize here. The post covers where the creator economy investment is going and why and how the sophisticated and corporatization of the creator economy are really picking up speed, and some of the what and why of how the creator economy is becoming sophisticated enough to really challenge legacy media for investment in content technology and monetization infrastructure. This may seem a little tangential to the music industry, but there's an entire ecosystem here built around a creator economy that has a lot of similarities with the music industry, which means the music industry is also in a very good position to take advantage of creator economy practices and investments. It's all over at LinkedIn, and Chris is worth a follow. Remember a few weeks back when we reported that Australia had banned social media for early teens? Well, we've got an update now. Turns out Meta has eliminated over 500,000 teenage social accounts since the ban went into effect. It's not clear what percentage of underage teen accounts that covers in Australia, but it's still a pretty big number in a pretty small market like that. Even if, as Andrew Hutchinson reported in Social Media Today, teens who've been banned are routinely taking to VPNs to access Meta's social platforms, including Instagram and Facebook. This is one to keep an eye on. If the underage social media ban in Australia actually starts to have an effect, who's to say it won't spread here? But again, we're not there yet. As for what's actually viral this week, remember Psy? Remember Gangnam Style? Well, the OG Korean viral star is having another moment. His single Gentleman has blown up on TikTok this week, clipping along at 7,700 videos created per day. The odd but commercially promising partnership between Ice Spice and Spongebob, The song Big Guy from the latest Spongebob movie is having a big week. It's got 3 million videos created since the middle of November, and it's cranking along at a very robust 89,000 videos created per day, which is good news for Capitol Records. Justice and Tame Impala teamed up for the song Never Ender back in April 2024. Right now, it's riding a pretty healthy trend, though it's fallen off a cliff in recent days. It was racking up 20,000 new videos a day earlier this week. And our viral for the olds isn't really a song, it's Celine Dion rummaging through her handbag, which went crazy viral this week. I'm not going to attempt to describe it, you just have to go look. The link is in the show notes. Our viral correspondent Lydia Valentino wasn't able to join us in person this week, but did file the following report. The top 2 songs on Spotify Virals found their audience through Heated Rivalry, the gay hockey romance on Crave and HBO Max. Harrison Manleyshaw's cover of Tattoo's seminal 2002 single, All the Things She Said, a lesbian classic that could itself warrant a whole paragraph of lore, hits number 1. I'll Believe in Anything, a 2005 single by Montreal indie rockers Wolf Parade, reaches number 2. Thanks to Lydia for that. You can check out Lydia's weekly V30 playlist on YouTube. There's a link in the show notes. And that's another Viral Wednesday. If you're a label distributor or publisher and want to provide advance funds to help your artists invest in their careers with zero risk to your business, you should be working with RoyFi. RoyFi will provide everything you need to make the advance, the funding, the technology, and they'll assume the risk. Best of all, it costs you nothing, and you can even make some extra money along the way. RoyFi provides advance funds for some of the biggest and most respected distributors in the industry. For more info, hit me directly or visit RoyFi.com. And we're also supported by Hangout.fm. Hangout by Turntable Labs, Inc. is the new social listening platform where users connect, discover new music, and play over 100 million songs in a human-curated environment with their friends and family. If you like what you hear, please hit that follow button wherever you get your pods. I live for your praise and encouragement, but don't just tell me. Seriously, it only matters if you drop us a rating and or a review on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or Spotify, and tell a friend or 3. Links are in the show notes, but you can also visit unlimitedsupplypod.com to sign up for our newsletter, to tell us what you think about the show, to suggest feature ideas, to feed us info, to feed us lunch, to call us out on our dubious assertions, and to tell us what we're missing out on. I'm Lars Murray, and remember, in this business, no conflict means no interest.